I mean, people don't know. The interview happens before the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pregame happened before we.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling loose. I'm feeling loose.
I mean, we talked about it. I met you in 2016.
Yeah.
And you had just moved out of your garage teaching fitness classes.
Yeah.
In your garage at your house into a little office building
I was
in
sharing,
the basement.
I was sharing it.
Yeah, in the basement on Baltimore Place in Atlanta. Yeah, and that's where I met you.
Whew. I just told you I was very insecure about my garage too, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't think people realize, like, it's kind of hard to sell your garage to Brandy Harvey.
Yeah.
I want to tell a true story about what happened in that garage / apartment / townhouse. I actually got evicted. See, most people think that we moved. We was gonna move, but I actually got evicted because you're not supposed to run a business from your apartment. And then I thought about it, I was like, what's wrong with that? And then like, you got 100 people walking out of this garage on some days. So I actually got evicted because I actually had to go through the whole eviction process of like, I'm not really evicted because I can't pay.
Right.
I'm actually evicted because, dude, you can't have a business in there. I got music playing. I got classes all day going on. So I actually got evicted from 450p, but that's been cleaned up since then.
I mean, evicted because you start off with 2 people.
2 people.
Your uncle gives you these 2 people to say, can you train them for me? And you start a whole business while you work in security at Tyler Perry Studios.
Which people don't know still. I was security. So I got this thing that I always tell people. I used to answer the phone, security, offer solutions. I was like, why am I so good at this? Like, looking back at that, that was good for me because I needed that job. Because I think you go to college, you're going to come out of college making $100,000 a year. You're going to be successful. I had no intention on ever training nobody. It was either I was going to play football and I wasn't going to be worried about trying to train somebody to get them to work out. Then my uncle one day came to me and said, nephew, I got something for you. It's a quick $300. They're going to pay you. You get to keep this money, but I want them back after that. I said, all right, cool. I can do that. Justin and Darcel, which still are current members. Still current members of Effect Fitness to this day. So shout out to Justin and Darcel. But after I worked them out, I felt, it's like, y'all finna pay me $150 to do that? And all they did was follow me through a workout. Like, so I get to get $150 from all the people that I can tell this to do? I think I'm going to start doing this. That didn't sell me, though. My uncle told me, yeah, nephew, you can make about $80,000 to $100,000 doing this a year. I was like, oh, that's not enough. But, okay, we're getting close. We're getting more and more I started to think about it. I said, well, why you only can make $80,000 to $100,000? He said, well, that's all I'm willing to do. So you mean to tell me there's no salary cap? There's no limit. I can, as many as I can handle, that's how much money I can make. I'm finna turn this shit up a notch, huh?
So you did this because somebody says, that's all I'm willing to work.
And that lit something in me I don't think people even understand. It's like, I thought Unc was lazy. Personally, I was like, so Unc, that's all you willing to do? I think I can do a little bit more.
He said, that's all I'm willing to work for.
That's all I'm willing to do, nephew.
Yeah. And you took it, and here's the thing, and I told you this before we started. I told Jada this when we were talking about this in pre-production. I said, if there is a person who, if somebody says, Brandy, I need to put a list of people together of some of the most consistent people you know, I am putting Dooley on the list.
You put me at number 1.
I'm putting you on the list. I'll put you at number 1.
No, put me at number 1. The only reason why I'm telling you to put me at number 1, because now I'm gonna make sure I'm number 1.
Yeah.
Because it's cool to be surrounded by like great people, but once you tell me that you need me and I got to do something, that's exactly what I'm gonna do because that's important to me.
You have done it. I have watched you since 2016. Not one day is a 5:30 a.m. class canceled.
We're not doing that.
It is not those people, and what you said to me when I first met you, they expect me here, B. They expect me to be here, and I'm gonna make sure I'm here.
Absolutely.
And you open those doors every day. Yeah,
I think that's the thing. Like I said, the accountability part for me is I like to... I want people to know that I got them.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to say is that I got you. And I'm not just saying that because it's something I can do for you. I'm saying, no, I really got you. Like, I'll be here. I'm gonna be here tomorrow and the day after that too.
Yeah.
So that's important to me to let people know that I got them, and that's why I think we have been so successful at Effect, because it's just consistent.
Yeah.
It's just consistent.
I mean, I started in that basement, in that office building. Then, I mean, I was there for maybe 2-3 months.
Yeah.
And then I moved with you to another location, and then was there for maybe a year.
6 months.
It wasn't even a year.
We did not make it a
and
year.
then moved with you to another location. This is how rapid growth, like this is how fast your business was growing.
Yeah, it was growing. It was, again, like I said, when we first moved to that second location, you got to think at that time, people's memberships, it costs more for people to park than their memberships.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't realize. The biggest package you could have at Effect Fitness in 2016 was a $60 membership. That means you can do all the classes, train with me, do everything you want to do for $60 a month.
$60.
$60 a month. Kind of embarrassed to say that. But so for $60 a month, you can get everything. Yeah, humble beginnings. So you could do anything. But then, like I said, because, again, I couldn't sell the fact that you had to pay $3.50 to park every time you drove through that gate.
Yeah.
So, long story short, we started growing, and it was time to move. And I was like, thank God. But we wasn't moving to one of the most desirable neighborhoods. We was moving to Metropolitan. And like I said, some of the things that inspired me is for a lot of people tell me what I can't do. And they told us, don't move to Metropolitan because it's bad. It's the hood. You got to think, this is 2016. Metropolitan in 2016, there's no belt line.
No.
There's no belt line.
This is pre-gentrification.
It's no belt line. It's no belt line even in sight, actually.
It's not.
So it's no belt line. It's no people walking and jogging in the neighborhood. At that time, you got to think the average annual income for Metropolitan was only like $29,000 a year.
Yeah.
So we wasn't moving to a gold mine. We was moving to like, you sure you want to do this? But I knew I wanted to do it because I got tired of saying, okay, do we got our own parking space and we got a roof and some bathrooms? Well, I can make it work. Yeah. And I knew that, though. I knew that.
I mean, that's the thing about it. You were never afraid to pick up and move. Mm-hmm. The growth, you always had this belief like, if we got more, we're going to fill it up.
We'll fill it up.
Because even outgrowing the third gym, because that was the third spot, you outgrew it. Yeah. And I remember you took me over there one day.
That was a good one.
It was one day after class. You said, what you doing? And he was like, I want you to come see something. And I'm like, okay, what do you want me to come see?
He was hesitant.
I was like, what does he want me to come see? And it was a group of us that you took over there. Yeah. And we get in the car and we ride down the street to the new spot. Not a wall, not a turf, not a machine, not a nothing in sight. And you laid out the vision for what you saw for that place.
The best thing about that conversation that we had was the conversation I had earlier that day with some people. And it was like, don't do it. Stay comfortable.
Really?
Yeah, stay comfortable. Stay down the street. You can afford the rent. You got everything. And all I kept thinking was, I don't want to be nothing like the person that was talking to me. But I heard what they said. I was like, why are you talking to me like this? Okay, cool. So, but the thing about it was so inspiring to him. And they said, man, just stay right here. You're going to be able to take this over. But I was taking over nothing. Yeah. I was literally about to take over nothing. I was like, this is not our home. Let's move. I knew we had parking spaces. I knew we had space to grow. And I knew that if we did things right, we was going to be all right.
I mean, and you have since taken over really a full shopping center.
That's ours.
That's ours. It was so many businesses that were there. It were other businesses. Yeah. It was dance studios that came and went. Yeah. It was tax places. It was print places. It was
it was nail shops.
It was a nail shop. I mean, all the things.
Restaurants.
Yeah. And you have now really taken over that whole shopping center.
Yeah, I just think, like I said, we just kind of, and we love the community over there, though. You got to think about the people's lives that we're affecting over there, the way we're able to give back. Again, we don't just come here to make money. We're in that community because we're helping some of those kids. We're mentoring some of those kids. We're training some of those kids. We got backpack drives for all of those kids. So we ain't just in there to make some money off the neighborhood. We're in there to like help grow it and make it a little better.
Hey, Vault family, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, make sure to check out our full interview on our channel at Vault Empowers Talks. We don't just scratch the surface. We dive deep into the lives of some of the world's most influential leaders and change makers. Don't forget to like, to comment, and be sure to subscribe for more inspiring conversations. See you next time.